Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, celebrating expression, fostering talent, and connecting the community to Columbus artists, performances, exhibitions, concerts, public art, and more at columbusmakesart.com. From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.
This time on Broad and High, photographs as a sociocultural narrative, a group galvanized by being turned away, and a powerful neo-funk band performs. This and more right now on Broad and High. Welcome to Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle. Photographer and author Laura Larson has an interesting relationship with one of her chosen mediums. She looks to photography's history as a documentary practice, but sees her own work as a product of skepticism. Her recent work includes capturing images with a large format camera. The Broad and High team met up with her out in the field and in the darkroom to capture her process.
I'm a photographer and a writer, and my work has taken over the years many different forms. I've worked in a lot of different media, film, video, performance, but the central questions of photography are always at the heart of it, whether it's in print form or not. And some of those questions for me are, what are the ethics of photography? What does it mean to represent something? What does it mean to sort of question representation? How to honor something? My current work, which is very much in progress now, is a meditation on aging. I've returned to using a view camera in my work, which is something I trained with, 30 years ago. And I've kind of returned to it for a number of reasons. I like the pacing of it. I like to sort of work slow and work in an intentional way. The work itself sort of takes several different subjects and working metaphorically with the idea of aging, but particularly being a woman who's aging. The work began in the pandemic when we were all sort of thrown into the great outdoors, and I discovered this geological sort of formation that is very much in this part of Ohio. They're called concretions. And I was just incredibly moved by them. And in some ways, the project has been kind of unpacking my fascination with them, but they are these rock formations that emerge out of shale. And essentially what happens is like biological matter would get stuck between the sheets of shale. Through the sort of movement of the rain and different minerals, these rocks would grow, and then you eventually would emerge from the shale. And when I saw them, I was just incredibly moved by them. Like on one hand, like they're monumental, they're not small, and at the same time they're incredibly fragile. And for me, I just saw this kind of very powerful image of like what it means to age as a woman. In some sense, there's sort of all, and I'm speaking very personally now, like I feel monumental at this age, and at the same time, I feel like deeply, deeply vulnerable, like sort of in my attachments to the world, in my body. I don't think about my work in a kind of activist sense, like that it's really meant to be strategic in some ways, but I do think of it as being deeply political. So in that sense, like I think there are many artists out in the world who are sort of that sort of line between taking action as a citizen and sort of what they do in their studio is very thin. I guess I see my work as sort of holding a lot of my own my own values, be they political, be they, just the sort of politics of it. But I wouldn't say it comes first. I mean, because part of it is I love working with the materials I work with. I love the sort of contemplative aspects of it, but they always sort of begin with questions about how can I kind of live in the world as a citizen and live in the world as an artist. The first book I wrote is about my daughter's adoption, and part of it was I was really interested in thinking about how is adoption a kind of primary way of being a mother, as opposed to, I think a lot of people think of it as I can't have a baby, so I'm going to do this. And so it ended up combining several things for me. It was how can I talk about my experience, which I haven't really seen reflected in other kinds of art, other kinds of literature. It also roped in my interest in 19th century photography, because I use the hidden mother form, which is this kind of 19th century vernacular form where the mother would hold the baby, but she would be hidden by the photographer in some ways. And so I think, it's always a little bit triangulating these, it's what is going on with me? What are my sort of political interests, my intellectual interests, and then how is it meaningful to me and kind of working through materials.
To see more from Laura, check her out online at lauralarson.net. Maroon Arts Group has been empowering Black artists and providing a platform for Black art since 2015. It started as a collective of artists, activists, entrepreneurs, and community members. One of its founding members joined me in the kitchen to talk about some of the opportunities the organization provides. With me today is Sherry Neal, founding member of Maroon Arts Group. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for being here.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm excited to learn more about Maroon Arts Group and make a snack.
Yes.
So tell us, give us a little overview of your organization.
Well, Maroon Arts Group is a 501c3. We were founded this year. Actually, we're celebrating a big 10 years of existence.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We started in the heart of Bronzeville and looked at the neighborhood and kind of said, we want to plant roots here and also keep the rich tradition of the Black culture and cultural production that's being done in that neighborhood alive. And so we started there and have been growing. And we have two actual spaces, one that we manage, one that we own. That would be the Impact Box Park at Mount Vernon and 17th, and then Maroon Culture Lab. It is a 444-seat theater that we purchased in the name of preservation and cultural production for the neighborhood and for Black arts and culture.
Wonderful. That sounds like you have so much to offer the community.
Yes, yes. We do events pretty much all year long. Our busy season is May through September.
Oh, yeah.
But that's going to change with the building coming online. And we are busy from everything from youth programming in the summer to community learning groups throughout the fall and winter.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear so much more about this.
Sure.
Incredible
I'm excited
work.
to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We also got to do a little work of our own.
Absolutely.
We got to make our snack,
Yes.
our quick bite.
Okay.
So the recipe I chose today is just an easy, really flavorful snack mix.
Okay.
You'll recognize the ingredients. You can really modify this any way you want.
Okay.
It's great for road trips. It's great for a movie night. And it's kind of elevated.
Okay.
It's got some heat. It's got a nice kind of complex flavor. So I'm excited to make it with you.
Cool. I'm excited to dig in.
The ingredients we'll need are 2 pumpernickel bagels, 3 cups Chex cereal, 1 cup grissini breadsticks, 1 cup broken pretzel sticks, 1 stick unsalted butter, 6 cloves of garlic, 1 small onion, a 1/4 cup Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of hot sauce, and a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. All right, Sherry, let's get started.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, as the best recipes do, this one starts with melting butter.
Okay.
So we're gonna put our butter, onions, and garlic in a saucepan over medium heat.
Okay.
And we're gonna melt the butter and cook it with the onions and the garlic. We're kind of flavoring the butter with the garlic and the onions. And I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So we'll get all that in.
Got a lot of trust in me here.
I do. I think it's gonna be fine. I mean, you really can't screw it up. We just gotta keep an eye on it. And it takes 10 or 15 minutes to really get the butter melted, and you want your garlic to be almost browning, but you just want to keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn. So you're in charge of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just kind of got to let it melt and come together, and it'll flavor the butter with those delicious garlic. And
Yes,
onion.
I can't wait to. I know this is going to smell amazing.
Yes. So while the butter's melting, tell us some of the ways that the Maroon Arts Group provides a platform for community and arts and learning.
Sure. We have several different programs. One of them is going to be our Arts Way program, which is a program that we do for high school students to teach them how to scale murals and learn ways that they could be an artpreneur, I guess. And
Artpreneur, I love that.
So that's not really a phrase that I've coined, so it's not mine.
Still
I
a good one.
I want to steal that
Sure.
credit. It shows them how they can make a living as being an artist, but then also gives them a skill as it relates to scaling murals. But then the AR in the Arts Way stands for augmented reality. So we're also teaching them some tech skills as well. And so we do that for 9th through 12th graders for about 3 weeks in the summer, and happy to do that. Have been doing that for, I think this is the 6th year.
Wow.
Yes.
They must learn so much from that, and that intersection of art and technology is crucial now.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the other ways is through our community learning groups, and we have community learning groups at least once a year. Try to do them at least twice, sometimes twice a year. But it really is about community coming together around a subject matter and learning together. That's been a really good program that we've been doing pretty much since the beginning. And I think the biggest way that we're providing that platform is by the continuation of the preservation of the Pythian Temple into the Maroon Cultural Lab, because that is going to provide, first of all, this building this year, it was constructed in 1926. So we are 100 years this year for the building. And so take your 10 by 10, Maroon Arts Group and the Pythian Temple, now the Maroon Cultural Lab, and that's what we'll be celebrating this year. But with the theater, with the ballroom space, with us doing a renovation and turning the 4th floor into a more, into a co-working and kind of laboratory for local artists to come and be in the lab, right? What does it mean to cook up with your dreams and things like that?
Hey,
no pun intended,
one,
right? But that's kind of, I think, the best way for us to just offer a place and space for folks to be able to hone their skills.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn down this heat a little.
Sure.
Okay, this, as you can tell, and unfortunately our audience can't, it smells amazing.
Yes.
Melted butter, garlic, and onions. This is good to go. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna turn off the heat, and then I'm gonna set a strainer over a small bowl.
Okay.
And so if you don't mind just pouring that in, so we're gonna strain out the onions and garlic, and then we'll just have that lovely seasoned butter. I might take that spoon and just try to schmoosh, just to get all that liquid. But there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna set that just right here.
Okay.
We're basically done with that.
Okay.
And then if you wanna take these 3 things, this is our hot sauce, our Worcestershire, and our pepper.
Okay.
And we're gonna pour it all into the butter. And then we'll whisk it up. And that's kind of the glue that holds all the snacks together.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So you can mix that up just so it comes together. And then I'm gonna start putting all of our dry snacks together.
Okay.
So our crispy cereal, we've got the broken pretzel sticks, the breadsticks, And then these, we kind of skipped a step, but this is the pumpernickel bagel.
Okay.
You just cut them into pieces, lay them on a sheet pan, and bake them till they're like crispy.
Okay.
So that way they're already crispy when they go in.
Okay, cool. Drizzle, let's see how
Drizzle that
much.
whole thing. Goes in. And this is what'll give it that depth of flavor. A little heat from the hot sauce. Okay. And then I'm just gonna mix it so that it gets all coated. So I'm just gonna transfer it to this baking sheet.
Okay.
Try not to miss anything. Okay, giant bowl goes down. And I'm just gonna try to get it in as much of one layer as I can. And then we'll pop it in the oven. You can, if you've already crisped your bagel rounds, you can keep the oven on.
Okay.
It's at 350, and then you throw this in. I like to put it in for about 15 minutes and then check it and give it a toss.
Okay.
And it'll be starting to come together. It's starting to crisp, but it won't be all the way there. And then put it in for another 5 or 10 minutes, depending on your oven, and just keep an eye on it. Okay. I'm gonna pop her in the oven. Okay, Sherry, while our snacks are in the oven, tell me about more ways that you're supporting artists in the community.
Okay, sure. One of the ways we're supporting is by our program, Bronzeville Art on the Park. And that supports artists and I think community pretty much equally. It is a walking art gallery that we have in Bronzeville. We have at least up to 40 artists that we commission to do a 4 feet by 4 foot board, and they paint a mural on the board, and we hang them on the gate across the street from the box park, and it serves as a way or a touch point for the local community to access art every day. We have lots of people that come by and take pictures with it, or maybe it's even an artist that they know, to see their work kind of in the wild. But it's definitely something that we love. We also have our artist residency at the Box Park, where we give artists an opportunity to stage a show in our shipping container gallery. That's a very innovative, I think, way to also let the community have access to art, while also giving an artist the understanding if maybe they've never, it might be for a lot of people it's their first show, and we give them all of the, a stipend and all of the things to help them produce their first show. Because we are in green space at the Box Park, we have garden boxes that we teach the community how to garden and grow their own food. And then we also house in our home to the Bronzeville Growers Market, which happens every year from July through the end of September. And so there's fresh produce, but there are also artists and artisans, craft persons that are able to showcase their wares at the market as well. We have young entrepreneurs and all kinds of things that get to happen all summer through the Bronzeville Growers Market, so we're excited about that as well.
That's amazing. So many different opportunities for people to connect. And
Yes.
I love too about how you're really meeting the community where they are. I mean, it's easy for someone to say, oh, I don't have time to go to a museum, I don't have time for art, but there it is.
Yes.
They have no excuse. You're walking by it.
Right out your door. You can walk your dog and or take a Sunday stroll with your significant other or your kids, and you're walking past and get to experience several different types of vibrant art that speak to our community.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, Sherry, we have a bowl full of deliciousness.
We do.
I mean, it's pretty easy to throw together, and it's delish.
Yes.
So I'm excited to taste it.
Okay.
Before we dig in, what's one final thing you'd like folks to know about Maroon Arts Group?
Sure, one final thing. So we're heading into our warm season. And so, the Box Park will be there, but we celebrate Juneteenth in a very big way every year. And so we have Juneteenth on the Ave, which is always held the third Saturday in June. And we do something called Freedom Works. We happen to be here in Columbus State, and that is a big partnership that we have with Columbus State. And we do our fireworks for Juneteenth on the campus of Columbus State. And so Juneteenth, as it gets dark, come on down to Columbus State, and we'll be shooting our fireworks. But we love to celebrate Juneteenth, because that is when the community, we just show up as we are, and we just celebrate and acknowledge milestones that have happened in our history.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time,
It
too.
is very fun, yes.
This would be a perfect snack to bring.
Yes.
For the fireworks?
I don't think it'll make it till then.
That's so true. Well, Sherry, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Let's give it a try.
All righty.
Okay. To learn more, find them online at maroonartsgroup.com. If you enjoy hard-hitting horns, seductive melodies, and a captivating stage show, well, you need to experience Mojoflo. The neo-funk band, featuring the group's vivacious vocalist, Amber Nicole, enthralled the audience at Havana's Fabrica de Arte Cubano. Experience the performance.
Speaking man.
Body language. Body language. Body language. Your body keeps on speaking my language. What's so sweet in that love note that you wrote? But the pages got ripped, twisted, torn apart. Put a message in a bottle, write your love across the sky. There's only one true way to get my heart. Not talking about fiction, it's gotta be real. Something I can feel.
You're speaking man.
Body language. I'm speaking my language. Hey, hey. What's a chaos section? speaking my language.
To hear more, check out mojoflomusic.com. Well, that is our show. Remember, you can find all of our stories online at wosu.org, as well as on our YouTube channel. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Thanks for watching.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, celebrating expression, fostering talent, and connecting the community to Columbus artists, performances, exhibitions, concerts, public art, and more at columbusmakesart.com.